Hi everyone. For my final speech, I got to interview my mom, who is now a speech language pathologist, but when she was in her teen years, she was a personal care assistant for my cousin. So, Liz was a personal care assistant. She cared for my cousin Karin, who is her niece, who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Liz watched Karin since Karin was born, but became a PCA at age 19 and did that for 3 years. Karin is now 27 years old. She was diagnosed at birth with cerebral palsy. Karin has very limited verbal speech. She lives in Fergus Falls, Minnesota with her mother, who is Liz's sister. And Karin attended public school until she turned 21 and then attended a day program with individuals with disabilities after that. First, I'd like to talk about what cerebral palsy is. Cerebral palsy is a group of disorders that affect a person's ability to move and maintain balance and posture. Cerebral palsy is the most common motor disability in childhood. Cerebral means having to do with the brain, and palsy means weakness or problems with using the muscles. And all people with CP have problems with movement and posture. Many also have related conditions such as intellectual disability, seizures, problems with vision, hearing or speech, scoliosis, or contractures. Karin was diagnosed at birth. She had lost oxygen for 4 minutes at birth. When she was born, she came out with brain damage, and this could be seen by the shape of her skull. Liz's role in caregiving was she was a PCA. She changed diapers, range in motion and physical therapy stretches, feeding, which had to be done through a tube. She slept in the same room as Karin with a baby monitor as well. She also did bathing, which was done with a lift. She did clothing, personal hygiene, and she also just hung out with Karin and played and had fun with her. The emotional hardships that affected Liz during this time of caring for Karin was one of the stories she told me was she was doing physical therapy with Karin one time, and Karin was crying, and she had not known what was wrong because Karin cries a lot when she does that, but she then did realize that she had a fractured hip that no one knew because Karin couldn't communicate those problems. And she also said that it was hard to see the impact it had on her sister and her sister's family. How caring for Karin has impacted Liz's life was it gave her more compassion for people. It also influenced her decision to become a speech language pathologist now. It gave her a better understanding on how life is for individuals with disability and also how hard it affects families. It also made her more of an advocate for the right for equal rights for every person, no matter what their disability was. It also helped her create a greater bond with her sister through caring through Karin, and it helped her realize all the emotional hardships her sister was going through. And she also said it felt great to be someone that her sister could lean on in hard times. That is the end of my speech. Thank you.